promotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Kentucky's offense takes the field for the first time today. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They'd better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, and still short of the first down. And to keep this opening drive going, they'll need to convert 3rd and 1. Showing off the arms. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. The Wildcats will have it 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the connection. Still running at the 40. And he's running in the open. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Kentucky!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will have its first possession of the game. A big challenge for both of these quarterbacks, Jesse, is dealing with a ball-hawking free safety on the other side.
Well, you're right, Reese. QBs better be good with their eyes. Better not stare down wide receivers in this one, because if you float the ball down the middle of the field, that's getting picked.
And these guys are going to be right in the middle of the field, flying all over the field, and quarterbacks will make sure that they are locked in and not throwing the ball near those guys.
To the air, it's short. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They'll go to the ground. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Auburn to the line in a hurry. On 2nd down, he'll fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
He's got an open man. Open runway ahead. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tiger!
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball down.
Lets it fly. And he's got it inside the 25. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Wildcats!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Scanning the field, it's short. On target. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. 3rd and short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. He's got great speed. Touchdown, Kentucky! The special teams with a special moment.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense?
He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20.
The return is tackled down at the 31, and the Kentucky
We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough lead. Yes.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Pulls it in inside the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He caught it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. Clemson made it look easy, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Tigers. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Yo, shout out.
Power football with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. It's short. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return.
By Kentucky.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
And the Wildcats pick up the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about... to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
He caught it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown. They will score. Touchdown, Kentucky. Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score Kentucky 37, Auburn 7.
And he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Quick completion to the right. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Reads it, fires complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. And on second down for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Working that left side now. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Tigers are on the move. The give to the running back from the shotgun. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's short. He'll take a shot. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls. This is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
He wants to pass it on second down. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Caught in the backfield. It's coming. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Auburn hopes to get War Eagle flying in this red zone trip. On the option. He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn!
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers slipping down the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score.
14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Right, how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Backed up in their own end. Don't hold the ball too long. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong, only called on twice in the victory last week. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. The touchdown drive cut the deficit last time they had it, forced the punt. Now a chance to really make this a football game.
And I think if you're the offensive coordinator here, you're revisiting that last drive and asking yourself, okay, what did I call? What worked? What can I keep dialing up so we can keep scoring?
Dang right, because you got the momentum. You're back in this football game. Everything is going your way. Your defense just contributed, so that lead they had, just keep chipping away, and who knows what will happen.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's third and short. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47. Oh, it's blocked! Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Kentucky now operating in the red zone. They're getting this guy lathered up. Pulled down after a pickup of 5. They'll mark it at the 8. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's looking for an open man on second down. He's got the tight end. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Finds his big tight end. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. New center down's right on the doorstep for this offense. Barrels ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats! He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Grabbed over the middle. It's coming. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. It'll be third and short from their own 33. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the grab on the left. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. The Tigers with the first and 10. Back to throw. It's short. Quickly complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Second down coming up. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football.
And the pass hits, picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Number 7 with the defensive score.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the...
Good.
category. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Pressure coming. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. Extra rushers coming, but he gets it out of there. Here's the fair catch, but there is a flag on the field. We might have to do this one again.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Looking to throw, it's short. He's looking deep. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he got loose, it was all over.
How about the bomb, the long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And his first pass is incomplete. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Got his man in the middle. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
Man, how about the first half this guy's having? He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge 1st down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy. You're going to have to make some big-time adjustments at halftime.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Back to pass. It's short. Looking deep down the right side. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. A dangerous cover man and a dangerous return man after the pick as he gets it all the way to the 44-yard line. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Caught near the sideline. It's Lester. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Gets it out quickly. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Back to the air one more time. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Still looking on the move. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
Auburn, 21.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Stopped after making the catch. Auburn lines up quickly. Back to throw, it's short. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. He might just try to keep it away from this guy after a house call came after the first punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Going downfield for the big play. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it. Unleashes one deep. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. Finds us back in the middle. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. To the air on 1st down. It's complete to the left. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering.
61, Auburn, 21.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Looking to throw, it's short. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looking for a productive play on first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Offense in a bunch formation. On second down, he'll let it fly. He's got his man.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Right back to the well. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their...
Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. They'll go back to the ground. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
The offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown on that first down play. Now giving up a negative play on 2nd down. You better be very careful about this 3rd down play call.
Snags it. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
21.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They knock him down, but not before he picks up a first down for Auburn. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It's caught. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. He's loose. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense. To the air, it's short. Grabs it in the middle. Still on his feet at the 45. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. And it's his fourth interception of the game. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He lets it fly.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Trying to pick up a first down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Now on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. The give to the tailback. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Ohio State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Columbus. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Looking for a man. It's short. Oh, he wants it all. It's complete. A huge pickup. The expressway is wide open. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And it's blocked. How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Aubie with extra push-ups after all these points?
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Nifty run there. Pick up a 6 out to the 25. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll call for the fair catch here. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Caught over the middle. It's coming. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. To the air, it's short. Zings it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Looking to throw for it. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. Touchdown, Auburn. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, and good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead. Going for the big play. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off play action. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he reels it in inside the 30. Touchdown, Kentucky! And the punishment has been extended. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Trying to find his man on first down. It's complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great way to go.
And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Using the quick game. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And now on second down for this offense. The aerial assault continues. Out of the backfield, he's open. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Looking to throw, it's short. Getting some heat. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. Defense is making sure he's not getting.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He's got it on the right. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. And this team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. The quarterback takes a knee. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did